Hello again, hey y'all. Hope you're having a wonderful afternoon. So I'm back for a second rendition of chainmailing this afternoon. And if you recall last time, we opened up or clipped some rings to a correct size. And now we're going to weave them into a dragon head. Woo! So we need a few work holders here, which are basically just larger aluminum rings because it makes it easier to work with. And now we basically need to make 2 stretches of European 4-in-1 weave with our new 732-inch rings. So we're just gonna close some rings onto this one over here. And as I said in the last video, this is an entirely experimental process that I'm trying here of clipping down rings to 732-inch size from 1/4. And yeah, kind of reshape them back around again and see if this works. So a little bit of an experiment. Oh, and yes, give me a subscribe if you're liking the channel, if you're liking the singing. Right now I'm streaming somewhat sporadically, but there will be more streaming in the future, so yeah, give me a subscribe and like the video and all that, and yeah, stick around. Let's make sure that this is using the correct microphone to stream. It's a little bit annoying, but I've gotta check it every time because this software likes to go back to the default setting. Looks like it's good, we're sitting fine. Time to continue to rhyme. Oh, it took me way too long to come up with that. I might have miscounted slightly, and we may need to clip 2 more rings exactly, but we'll see how well this goes here. Well, I should sing you a slightly different song. For the past while, I've been doing just a variation of my song called The Pickup Train. So, yeah, let's kind of swap up the track just a little bit. I like that one. Let's see, what's another good one here? This next one is called And Smack Them on the Cheek. This one isn't like entirely like, finished or anything yet. It's still kind of being built in my head a little bit here. Yeah, that one doesn't have any like set like tune or anything like that. It's just lyrics appear in my head as I go, and it's really difficult to try to like sing the lyrics and throat sing at the same time. So, technically, there's lyrics to half of these songs, some of them. The other ones I'm just kind of doing video game themes and such. Ooh, let me do a few video game themes for you. I really like doing some of them, especially on the bus, because I'm hoping that people will recognize them. Oh, I love that one. That's that Tetris theme type A music, if you're familiar with that one. Like in Tetris, I'm really hoping that a lot of people are familiar with that one on the bus and such. But I think the one that I kind of feel more people would recognize is, well, this one. That was the Mario Brothers theme, if you didn't catch that. Then I like to follow it up with this other Mario Brothers theme, the underwater part. Yeah, underwater theme. And then back to this one that I sang on the last stream, but I still love it oh so much. From Metroid. Let's do another few Metroid themes before I get to the Norfair one here, just to kind of warm up a little bit. Oh, whoops, that was Zelda. Whoops, not Metroid at all, Zelda. Yeah, that's the Overland theme to Metroid. Not Zelda, which was what I was singing originally there. They're not even close. Goodness. I don't think it's that low. Might be. Oh, good news, by the way. I've figured out how to download videos from Twitch to my computer without the audio and video unsyncing. I had to use an entirely third-party downloading service called Twitch Leecher. And using that, I was able to actually download my previous stream and have the audio and video synced. So finally, I found a way to actually get that video onto my computer. So what I'm going to do is I'll add the intro and the outro to it. With these videos, today's videos, I'll probably once again will download them off of YouTube, add the intro and the outro, and re-upload them to YouTube. So that's probably going to happen. And then they'll actually be in order. The only downside, we'll see if I leave the YouTube live streamed ones directly here, because it doesn't have the extra, oops, it'll be on this side, extra kind of a window on the side here that shows, a kind of a slideshow of the things that I've made and other random stuff there. Oh, right, and also the top-down view of the work surface here. Unfortunately, I'm using that camera to look at me right now. Hello. But you get the idea. So anywho's, we've finished this part here of getting the 2 sections of European 4-in-1 we've made. So that's all kinds of awesome. So now we basically need to take these 2 sections of 4-in-1 and sandwich them one on top of the other. And then we're going to use these 3/16" rings to basically kind of connect them along the sides. And that gives us our alien mail weave, as seen on midnight here. Oh. So let's go and do that. Let's go and do that. See, now these 2 need to be sandwiched, I believe, opposite to each other. As in, like, yeah, not woven the same direction. Yeah, the one has to be flipped over from the other. And now we'll just use these work holder rings to just kind of hold the ends together so that I can kind of, have both of them just kind of sitting there like that. And we'll do the same on the other side here. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-doop-a-doop-doop-doo. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-doop-a-doop-doop-doo. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-doop-a-doop-doo. Doop 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 doo. Doop a doop a doop doop a doop doop doo. Doop a doop a doop doop a doop doop doo. Doop 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 doo doop doop doo. Doop 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 doo. Doop 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 a doop doop doo. Doop 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 a doop doop doo. Doop doop doo. Doop doop doo. Doop a doop a doop doop doo. Okay, and now that we're using smaller rings, the modified 7/32" rings as opposed to 1/4" rings, we'll see if hopefully the alien mail weave kind of, looks better in the long run once we get all of the side rings connected in here. And I hope so, because, yeah, I put a lot of effort into clipping those rings. And if that ends up not working, then we will figure something else out. Like with the previous dragons there, we'll just add extra teeth onto the side as I've done in the past. Oh, I need to get 7/32" rings in black and steel. The black dragons are actually pretty popular for like the custom order ones. Personally, I prefer the silver ones. They're a little bit shinier, a little bit more visible, but the black dragons do look really cool, I have got to say. So, to each their own type of thing. Oh, I hope this doesn't end up being too tight of a weave, or that I need specifically 7/32" rings along the side as well, because that would mean that I'd need to clip even more rings down, which would not be ideal. Although, judging by just trying to connect this one ring right now, call it a hunch, but that's exactly what's going to need to happen. Which is just about the most unideal option that I could possibly ask for. Okay, we'll try here, we'll try. This is going to be a pretty tight weave here, trying to use 3/16" rings along the edges. Instead of, like, normally I'd be using 7/32" rings all the way around. but we're experimenting here just a smidge. Just a smidge, smidge. Just a smidge, smidge, smidge. Oh, please work, please, please, please. You're not going to work. Not even close. Okay, well, that's a little bit unfair. It's close, but unfortunately these 3/16" rings on the side are just too small to work with this. So once again, I'm going to have to clip down more 1/4" rings, which is an unbelievable nuisance. And just for the sake of these two dragons being identical, I'll do it for the next dragon as well, but there's a very good chance that these are the only two dragons that I will ever make that will have clipped down 7/32" rings for heads, or for the head. Other than that, I'll be going with the 1/4" rings with, extra teeth along the side to hold them in place. Or otherwise, like I said, attempt to make a massive order from the Ring Lord of Black and 7/32" rings. And we'll see how that goes. Or maybe I can find a different chainmail supplier that does that specific size. Oh, what an unbelievable nuisance. Nuisance, nuisance, nuisance. Okay, well, at least I have a whole lot of 3/16" rings opened up for the next dragon. Or sorry, not the next dragon, for this dragon's legs. Okay, so how many rings are we going to need here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, come on, straighten out. 5, 6, 12 more. So we need to clip down at 12 more rings. No, and another ring fell into the wrong spot, didn't it? Okay, well, that'll show up somewhere in the future. Let's see, do I have 12 rings here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, wonderful! Right on the mark. just about blended two songs there a bit. Another notification sound on my phone. Someone trying to reach me here. I'll get back to him soon. Kind of in the middle of things. Twisting your rings and opening them and closing them as well. That's what you do with chainmail. Open and close the rings. Oh goodness, come on, ring. This one is just putting up a fight. Goodness. Come on. There we go. Okay, so we've got our extra rings that are still more 732-inch rings, all modified again. So now, let's try and put those in back where we had the 3/16" rings and see if this works a lot better. I'm hoping it will, because now everything should be approximately the right size. You know, I didn't like twist these around a mandrel or anything. Honestly, now it kind of makes me want to buy a 5, 6, or 7/32" mandrel, buy a whole pile of just black and steel wire, and then just coil it myself. Like I said, I got a hold of the ring lord and see if they can make me a special batch of them, and then just buy like 10 pounds of them and be all like, alright, this will set me for like the next 20 dragons or so. And then yeah, the silver rings, they actually supply that size, so we'll just purchase that size. Well, this is definitely going to be a very unique dragon. I have never been, well, wait. I think at the very start of my dragon making, 7/32" black and steel rings were actually available. So I think, I could be mistaken, but I think my very first black dragons, like Shade was one of the very first ones. I think she might have 7/32" rings for the head. I'm not 100% on that though, I could be wrong. I'd actually have to go through all of my dragons and find her and double check. Okay, this is definitely looser than when I used 3/16. Surprise, surprise. Oh no, don't drop the ring. We would have to clip another one if we lost that one, and that would be annoying. That would be a nuisance that I wish to avoid. Doop-a-doop-a-doop, doop-a-doop-doop-doo. Doop-a-doop-a-doop, doop-a-doop-doop-doo. Doop-a-doop-a-doop, doop-a-doop-doop-doo. Doop-doop-doop-doo-doop-a-doop-doo. They're definitely feeling a lot looser. Let's try and put some on the other side now and just make sure that this is actually, you know, closable from both sides. Feeling a lot more confident now with this size than with, well, 3/16, or just using 1/4" rings only. Trying to make chainmail weaves with the wrong size. You know, the dragons do look kind of cool when they have extra teeth, I'll give them that. But to be able to make all of my dragons identical, you know, aside from the black and silver style. And technically I could make them other colors as well, like, you know, make the main rings of them, say, blue or green or red or whatever like that. But for that I'd have to get anodized aluminum, or the only other colored rings are, what should be called, enameled copper or something like that. And that's just a significantly softer ring. So it would make for a significantly weaker dragon. And I like my dragons to be just very strong, like either made out of stainless steel or titanium. So for that reason, I'm going to continue to use, you know, stainless steel or titanium. And that's more or less the only reason that I'm, making them like only black and silver. Also, to make them colored, then I'd have to order 3 different sizes of rings in all of the different colors of anodized aluminum. And that would cost me like 3 arms and a leg. So I'm not about to do that. It's softer metal, which I don't want. Like, the ability to make colored ring dragons would be kind of nice. But, again, aluminum. And also actually having to purchase all of the rings. I guess that's more the big holdup. If I could order just, say, exactly, well, I need it to be custom ordered, really. And someone to specifically ask, hey, can you make it with all of the rings being X color? Then I'd say, well, yes, but I would need to pre-order the rings in, and that would cost, you know, X amount, and it would take some time and such. And also, I'm kind of not in a position to take commissions as of right this moment, because I am about to start college, for starters. I've got this and another dragon ahead of me as on commission right now, So I guess I could take a commission order, but it would probably wait for a long time. But with college coming up in April, that's really going to put the kibosh on me really having any spare time to chainmail. Because I imagine any time that I'm not, in class or working, I'm going to be studying or, doing things like purchasing food and things like that, or cooking, doing laundry, etc. So I'm not sure how much spare time I'll have for hobbies this year, is the big thing. We'll see how it goes, though. If I find myself with actually having spare time in the evenings when I'm not working, then, we'll see what happens. At the bare minimum, any spare time that I do have, I want to keep on live streaming. So you'll find me most likely on Twitch, since I've now figured out the downloading from there. Then I'll be posting the videos to YouTube. And then, link that to Facebook and all that, all of the various social medias. I don't really have too many social media. If you do want to find me, though, you can find me on Twitch at DragonMotherK username, Instagram at DragonMotherKatie, because DragonMotherK was taken, apparently. Twitter, DragonMotherK, and on Facebook as KatieLynne, Kitty space Lynne. And that's more or less most of them. Okay, and this one ring needs to be closed up just a little bit better here. Okay, so awesome. That turned out really, really nicely. We have a nice alien mail weave there. And we're sitting at just over half an hour, so we'll probably cap it off about now. So it's going to take about another, I'd say at least half an hour to an hour or so of fiddling around before I can get the head finished. I need to get a chin kind of on the bottom of the head of the dragon. And as well, modify the mouth a bit, get the 12-gauge mouth ring inside of there. And yeah, then we'd be able to put the eyes in and everything. So we'll do that, I'll save that for another stream. Otherwise, Kuro, life be with you. Thanks for joining my channel, and I'll see you later.